Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Story Alive this Sunday morning. It's so nice to be with you again. Let's get ready to tell our story, and we'll start with our greeting that you all know. And I have my dog Jovi with me this morning. Many of you mentioned that you enjoy having her here, so we'll see how long she stays. The Lord be with you, and also with you. Right, the Lord's with animals too, I think. Anyway, the story this morning is called Jesus and a Thankful Man. Let's look at our story symbol and see if it can tell us anything. What do you think? I counted them, and there's 9 figures all doing the same thing, and then one sort of going in an opposite direction. So let's see. Let's tell the story. Back in Jesus' time, there was a disease that people were really concerned about and afraid of. It was called leprosy, and leprosy caused welts and sores on people's body, and it was very contagious. So when people were diagnosed with leprosy, they had to go away from their families and live alone with other people or with other people who had leprosy. And not very many people recovered from the disease of leprosy, but occasionally when someone did, they first had to go to a village priest and have the priest declare them healthy before they were allowed to go back and live with their family. And it was so hard having leprosy for many reasons, but other people wouldn't go near them, for example. And so if someone with leprosy came near other people, they would have to shout, "Unclean, unclean," to keep other people away from them. Just imagine how that must have felt. Anyway, one day Jesus was walking towards a town, and there were 10 men standing together in a group. Jesus could tell that these men had leprosy. They did not get too close to Jesus because they knew the rule. But Jesus looked at them and he felt empathy. He felt sorry for them. So Jesus said, "Go to your nearest village priest." And the men looked at each other because they knew they were supposed to go to the priest only if they were well, and they could see they still had sores all over their bodies. But they decided they would go anyway, and as they started to go towards the priest in the village, they realized they were becoming healthy again. Their sores were clearing up, and their skin looked fine and healthy, and they were so excited. 9 of the men were running as fast as they could to the village priest. But one man turned around, and what do you suppose he did? That man went back to find Jesus, and he was so grateful. He thanked Jesus over and over again. He grabbed Jesus in a hug, and he danced with Jesus. And then Jesus said to him, "I have cleansed not only your outside, but your inside as well. And I appreciate your gratitude." Jesus was disappointed in the other 9 who didn't return to thank him. What do you think about this story, or what do you learn from it? I think one of the things we learn is that we should be thankful to Jesus for how much he's provided for us. So I wonder if you could complete this sentence for me. Dear Jesus, I am thankful for, and what would you say? I know a lot of you are probably saying your families, because our families, our moms and dads and siblings are so important to all of us. What do you think you could do to show Jesus that you appreciate your families? What do you think? One thing would be to tell people in your family that you love them, right? And another thing would be to say prayers for them when you say your prayers at night or during the day. Yeah. Here's a game that you can play around your next dinner with your family. You could say to the person sitting next to you, "What are you thankful for that starts with the letter, say, B or D or F?" And then you can all take turns doing that, asking others and suggesting whatever letter you wish. And that could be an interesting conversation about your gratitude to Jesus. Well, boys and girls, that's the story for today. And I am going to say goodbye, but I want you to stay tuned because I have a special guest going to say the prayer for you today. So stick around for that prayer, and then we'll see you all again next week. Bye for now.
Dear Jesus, thank you for loving us and coming to earth to show us the way. With your love, we feel stronger and safer and more confident. Help us to do our best every day to let you into our hearts and show us the way. Amen.